Hey guys, welcome back. Eddie here from ATX Expert, and today we're gonna go over how to get 1,000 followers. Alright, so first let me make one thing clear. I know that this channel does not have 1,000 followers, but that's why I'm making this video. Mostly to show you that it's not necessarily that difficult. Last month, YouTube announced that they were only going to monetize the channels that had over 1,000 followers and more than 4,000 hours of, watch time. So what does that mean for, the smaller YouTube channels like mine and, hundreds and thousands of other people? So let me break it down a little bit and show you how you can overcome that. Because at first when they announced that, I'm sure that many of you were discouraged. Well, to be honest, me too. But the reason for that is because, well, some of you already know that I also manage an Instagram account where I post my photos, and that account has a little over 6,000 followers. But the thing is that it took me 2 years to get the first 1,000, and then after that, it literally took me less than a year to reach the other 5. So how come? Well, there's a few things that I changed on my daily things and my routine when it came to social media and how often I posted, and well, that's exactly what this video is going to break down. I'm gonna show you just 5 simple steps that you need to do in order to, gain an audience. You see, one of the things that I noticed on Instagram is that people didn't follow me because of me. They're not following Eddie Raw, they are following ATX Expert, which is not the same thing. I am a persona, but my Instagram account has dedicated an entire field for things related to Austin and Texas and travel and adventure. That's what people follow my Instagram account for. So I know what you're thinking, Eddie, how can I get 1,000 of them real quick? Well, staying true to yourself and what you do is a valid point and perhaps the number one key that you need to, well, remember. So I'm gonna go over 5 basic tips that are definitely gonna help you. And once again, these are basic tips. I'm sure you already know most of this. In fact, you probably know all of this. The thing is that knowing the tips and implementing these tips, it's not the same thing. Tip number 1. Find your passion and stick to it. You're gonna find a lot of YouTubers that have separate channels. One for gaming, one for cooking, one for traveling, one for different things that they do. But why is that? The thing is that they probably love doing all of those things. However, mixing your content, it's not the same for the audience. People don't follow a channel because they wanna see everything at once. More than likely, they're gonna follow the channel because the first video they found. And if the first video they found is about cooking and they like to cook, well, then they're gonna follow the channel. But what's gonna happen if the next video is about them playing soccer? It throws them off because they had the idea from the beginning that the channel was gonna be about cooking. You need to stay consistent with what you love. And if you have several passions, make sure to have several channels for each one of them. It'll work better in the end. You don't want to mix all of your content. Tip number 2, content and quality. Quality of the product is, well, it's one of the main things that people will actually subscribe for. And if there's one thing that I will, tell you to focus on is audio. There is no point of having the best, highest resolution 4K cinema, edited, color corrected footage if people cannot hear you. But having good audio is going to make a huge difference on your channel. More than often, people really focus on the idea more than the editing itself. So having time to write your content, write your blog, and actually do all of these things will help. In fact, I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but I actually took notes on what I was gonna say. I'm just paraphrasing. Tip number 3, your schedule. And this is perhaps the number 1 tip that you need to keep in mind. Having a consistent schedule and being able to upload footage regularly. Sometimes I'll go days, weeks, months, even years on different channels before posting videos. And that's a problem because people want to see content from you. Even if it's just one follower, that person subscribed to you because they want to see you. And if you're not posting, well, what's the point? I know that it gets complicated to do these things. But if it's what you really, really want to do, you're gonna find the time to, well, do it. At first, I didn't really have a goal for this channel. I was just posting videos because I felt like it. But now, not only do I feel like doing it, I wanna prove to you that it's not really complicated to maintain a schedule. I already do it for several things. My Instagram account, it's always posting. I post like a photo at least once a week. So how is that any different than YouTube? Well, it isn't. All you have to do is just set your mind and be ready for it. And that's what we're gonna be doing here. Tip number 4, do not get discouraged. I feel like one of the biggest obstacles that we're going to encounter is ourselves. We are going to get discouraged because we'll spend hours and hours and sometimes days on one video, and after you film it and you edit it and you are extremely proud of it, it's not gonna get any views. And what's gonna happen, naturally you're gonna be upset. Like, how come? You know, like, I put all this effort into it and no one seems to be enjoying it. The thing is that it doesn't have to be like that. Remember, you're not making videos for other people. Don't make videos because you have to. Make videos because you want to. If you do all of this for yourself and expect yourself to be the only audience that you'll ever have, and I know it sounds counterproductive to tell you that you should expect 0 views, but that's the truth. If you don't expect anything, well, you're not gonna be discouraged. In fact, I don't expect anyone to watch this video. It's probably gonna be a year or 2 years before this video even breaks 100 views. But the thing is that that's the expectation that I have in the back of my head, because I know that it doesn't matter. Even if no one ever watches this video, I did it. I made it. It's currently on YouTube, and well, guess what? I am gonna keep posting, because it's not about other people, but it's about yourself or myself. I'm gonna do this because I want to, not because I feel like I have to. Mambo number 5. So once again, have fun. I know that tip number 5 is just like tip number 4 and so on, but the bottom line is that you need to do this because you want to do this. If you keep posting videos and you stay and stick to what you know and what you love doing, people are gonna notice that. Like, you know what they say, real recognizes real. So if you stay real to yourself, you're gonna develop good real content. Get it? Real? Like, anyways, people are gonna see that. So yeah, having fun is perhaps the same tip as the other ones that I gave you, but it's still just as important. I would honestly take a community of 1,000 people that actively engage with you, that ask you questions, that they share with one another, over 100,000 followers that don't do anything. So yeah, I mean, those are the 5 tips that I have. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you are watching this video. Don't get me wrong, I don't expect you to, but if you made it this far, thank you. Also, don't forget to subscribe because, well, let's go for 1,000. That's the goal, you know, get 1,000 real followers. And if you have any questions, go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram account where I have photos. If you have any questions about those photos, where they were taken, how they were taken and such, let me know. Your question could be the next video. So yeah, that's basically it.